Hey guys, welcome to Concept Hunter. Today we're going to take a look at I Saw Her Across the World, which is the third installment in I Saw Her Standing There in that series. We've actually covered, I believe, the first game quite a long time ago, and if you recall, it's by Krang Games, by the way. It was a good platformer with an interesting narrative, which it had narrative in every single screen, and the platforming was interesting and good. This one, however, WASD or arrow keys to move, this one, however, feels to me like you tried to add on as many random features as you can and forget about the core gameplay. And we're going to see that in a second. I just want to note that I finished the game and so I have these cheats at the left side, and I'm keeping super speed on because it is very slow, and also we have performance issues. Actually, these performance issues, I'm just going to pick who I am. I'm a zombie, and I'm going to pick her, and she's a zombie too. These performance issues, it just slow down and it's just slow down. An FPS lowering, I don't know why. I actually lowered the quality from high to low. It's still there. I tried on Firefox and Chrome. It's still there. I don't know why. And the super speed just makes the game move way faster and is more enjoyable to play with super speed on than without it. Sadly, you only get it after you finish it. So, okay, what do you actually do in the game? I saw her standing there playing a game of tag with me. So she leaves, you have to chase her, she leaves the screen. And you always get these 2 lines of narrative, which is very nice. What's the problem with this game, though? The problem is that the narrative is the only thing that's there. The actual gameplay is incredibly standard, is incredibly boring, because you've done it a million times before. There's not enough innovation. This level, you press right arrow key, and remember, I'm at double speed right now. This would be a lot slower. And you just move. And that's it. Most of these levels they had nothing in them, and it would be half as slow without the super speed. Now, we reach this overworld, which doesn't really make sense for this game, and doesn't have a good reason. It's cute, it's reminiscent of Final Fantasy, but this isn't an RPG game. And yeah, it's nice that you have this monument here that kind of serves as a credits screen, okay? That's nice, but I mean, yeah, it's cute, but it doesn't serve too much of a purpose. You still have levels, and they're just there in kind of an order, or maybe you can play them out of order, I'm not sure, but there's no reason for this overworld. It doesn't add anything to the game. It feels completely tacked on. The actual gameplay is very, very standard and boring. I mean, yeah, there's enemies, and now there's enemies that I can't jump on. So I just have to move along, and remember that I'm at double speed, so everything actually moves and is not super slow and might actually be a little difficult. But the game, it's not enough. You forgot the core gameplay, the core mechanics. Even later on, where you actually control both the characters and you can switch between the 2 characters, the level design is unimaginative. I just have to say it. It's boring. I'm sorry. It's just boring. The narrative and the overworld and all the features are not enough to carry this game. They don't cut it. The core needs to be good, and then anything you put on top of it, then yeah, the game is better for it. But it does not work with just narrative in every level. And the narrative, eventually gets kind of old. If I'll quit to the main menu, I just want to show you, there's all kinds of cheats. When you finish it, there's 3 different endings, and then there's cheats. And then in extreme mode is bad, baby. Beat a new game with this to unlock more cheats. If I recall correctly, I didn't even try it because the core gameplay wasn't interesting enough for me to try it again to this new game plus. Extreme mode just puts on more enemies, and then you finish that, and then there's an additional mode, and there's more cheats afterwards. But I'm not going to replay the game if the gameplay itself is not interesting enough for me. And that's where you failed with this one, I feel a little bit. The previous 2 games were actually rather wonderful. I really enjoyed them. So this is I Saw Her Across the World. It's by Krang Games. The music is by Headphones, which is cute. It's a nice name. And that's it. I just feel like a missed opportunity with this one, because previously you did have great level design and the core was good. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.